Yo, so are any of you struggling to go from gold to platinum? Well, this is the video for you. Today is the guide video for gold to platinum. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out the other video in this series, the bronze to gold, go link in the description. Pause this video, come back to this one later, but link in the description and there'll be a card somewhere up here. So remember to stick all the way through the video. I'm going to be giving even personal testimony, tips, tricks, all that stuff. It's going to be great, big brain stuff, which you guys love. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember to like and subscribe and keep it locked to the channel for the live streams, the shorts, all that content, guys. So now let's dive into the video. So let's start with tip number 1. This tip is going to be know your favorite guns. So I know in the last video I was talking about figuring out the best guns, getting your best loadout. So now at this point you are now gold. You are now in lobbies with people that are higher skilled. The very first skill jump in ranked is when you go from bronze or silver to gold. That is the first small skill jump. It is not a huge skill jump, but it does exist. So you will notice that just everyone's more confident. There's not people running around that don't know how to shoot. Everyone wants to hit gold or at least decent. So here, figure out your guns. Once you know your favorite guns, you can figure out the recoil pattern. You can master them, get very highly skilled with them, because you will want to take this skill to then the next and next rank levels. So by this point you should know what your favorite guns are, know what you want to run for the most part. And this is going to lead into my tip 1.5, 1.5. So tip 1.5 is going to be, now that you know your favorite guns, learn to loot fast. One very common mistake that I see with either newer players, inexperienced players, is that they take an eternity to loot. They commit the mortal sin of over looting, spending so many minutes looting that they are not ready to fight. They don't know, they don't move, they're not ready to push because they're just like looking, they want to hoard everything. So if you know your favorite guns, if you know what you like to run, learn to loot fast. Find exactly what you want and you're done and you're ready to go. Find those guns that you want to use and boom, boom, boom. When you're looting a death box, just go exactly to what you need and you're done. You get out of there. You're not standing out in the open looting a box, or you're not looking for every single building trying to get what you want. It's just, it needs to be fast. It needs to be a good habit to just loot as fast as you can. Only loot what you need. I typically only carry at the most 2 medkits, 2 shield batteries, maybe 4 shield cells, 4 syringes at the least. And that's kind of what I carry. I don't ever try and carry more than that. And it's just, it's just habit. And you can be like, oh, but in gold, you know, the third parties aren't too fast. Teams aren't that like sharp to really get to you or know where you are. But it's like, this video, and everything is, I want to build you guys good habits, good skills for not now, but they're building for the future. So that maybe in gold it takes you maybe slightly longer to build these skills up, but I want you to build them now so that when you get to the higher levels, you have these skills and they translate well. And then we can worry about more higher level things. So remember, back to tip 1, know your favorite guns, know your favorite loadout, know what guns you want immediately on drop, that you can tell your teammates, I want these guns, give me these guns. And then that's going to lead to you being able to loot faster, know exactly what you need. It seems simple and it seems like something that you'd be like, why does that make a difference? It makes a difference. If you loot very fast, you're going to have the stuff you want. You're going to be ready for fights. You're going to be ready to fend off third parties. And you're going to be just ready to go faster with your team, to do the rotation, to get the fight, to third party. And you're just going to be more aware of what's going on and you're going to be prepared for everything. So my tip number 2 is going to be continue to fight a lot. And I know you guys are going to say, Simba, in the bronze to gold guide, didn't you tell us to fight a lot as well? And I'm going to say yes, and you have to keep doing it. But why? The why is because when you hit gold, that is the first, I think, noticeable skill gap, skill jump. When you're in bronze and silver, that's very much the same. But when you hit gold, this is where most everyone is competent, at least. They all know how to shoot. They have decent aim. They kind of have an idea of kind of how they want to play. But still not really. But this is the first skill jump. So you need to fight these guys. You need to be confident and you need to experience this and you need to push yourself to get better. You have to master your guns and just keep fighting. Like I said earlier, try and get your RP from killing, from getting your KP. Don't rely on placement points. That'll come later. What you need to do is you need to just keep building your skill, learning how to fight with cover. You know, learning how to just be quick, finish your fights quick, and keep going. Don't worry about the third party. Don't worry about fights taking too long. When you're in gold, I want you guys to just keep fighting. Force the issue. Force the other people to make mistakes. Just be confident in your own abilities and that you want to grow your abilities. That's how you're going to start climbing easier with only kills in gold. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, but I can make it with rotations. I can make it with playing end zones. Yes, but you're not good enough yet for that. You need to still build your skill foundation when it comes to fighting. You have to become good at that. You have to just keep building that skill. And a little bonus tip, I'm going to sidetrack a little bit and give you guys a little bit of my experience with this. When I started playing Apex, I was really bad. I had no experience playing first-person shooters for a really long time. I'd played COD and some other stuff, but nothing serious. Like, I wasn't that good. So I was really bad. When Ranked first came out, season 1 of Ranked, I struggled so much. About that time, also, like, the first X Games Apex tournament had come out, and I had started paying attention to the pro scene and how they play. So I started doing, like, the pro-ish things, you know, of, like, getting beacon, getting zone, all these in gold lobbies. And I started getting points. I started ratting some more and taking less fights, and eventually I hit platinum. It took me a really long time, but eventually I hit platinum. But I was not good enough to be in platinum. I was getting steamrolled in platinum. It took me so long, and at least a full next season, to even figure out how to climb in platinum. Luckily, early on, the splits, there was no splits. They were full seasons at the same length of like a regular season now. So it was a lot longer where you didn't get reset. If not, I would have maybe struggled even more. But I had to push myself to learn how to fight. And granted, it made it easier later on when you have to be the more analytical rotation and stuff. It made that easier, but I struggled a lot to get my skill to where it needed to be, to where I was, you know, doing the damage that I needed to, winning my 1v1s, and really just learning how to fight at these higher levels. So I want you guys to build that base first before you get to the analytical side. I want you guys to get through gold fighting so you guys are just better than those people. So when you get to platinum, the skill jump, the skill gap is not as high for you because you've been used to just steamrolling people in gold, getting a lot of kills in gold, and fighting a lot. And you've built that great foundation. And now you can, once you get to gold, build on some more of the other like analytical strategies of Apex. So that is what my experience and what I want you guys to take from this. I want you guys to build these good habits, to fight a lot. Get your KP, get all your RP from kills. Try not to worry about it. The punishment and the RP you lose of dying early to a fight is not that much. I will show you guys, I'll throw up a screenshot of a game where I died sort of early, but I got a few kills, and it's basically RP already. Like, you're already almost gaining. So don't worry about that, guys. Like, just keep fighting. And this is going to lead into tip 2.5. I don't know why I did halves, but we're doing halves. So this is one's going to be secure the bag. And when I say secure the bag is, now you're fighting, you're getting kills. You want to keep fighting. This kind of goes hand in hand with the looting tip from earlier, is you want to secure the bag. You want to finish your kills. This is, again, a tip for every level of the game. You want to finish your kills. If you, obviously not if you're like in a hardcore 3v3, don't waste time or your ammo on finishing people. But if you have time, you know you can get this finished, get your KP. Nothing hurts more than getting 2 knocks or a knock, and then your team just, something happens and you just don't get your kills, and you lose 2 to 3 RP, or 2 to 3 KP because you didn't finish your downs. If you have a second, try and finish your knock. Also, what that happens is another tip that I've mentioned in other videos is, if you get the knock and you need shield, just shield swap. Shield swap. New players, people that are new to the game, inexperienced in fighting, shield swap. Why do I say shield swap? Because you don't want to waste time popping a battery in an intense 3v3. Even if it's you have a red and the person only has a blue, take the blue. You'll be able to help your teammates faster, you'll be more productive, and you maybe wipe the squad, and then you will also be more prepared if a third party arrives. So that is the extra little tip in there. Secure the bag, get your shield swaps. And tip number 3 is going to be your communication now in gold rank needs to evolve. With the theme of building good habits, we had probably been building good habits through bronze and silver, I hope. Now that you're in gold, your communication needs to evolve again. Like I've mentioned before, you now need to evolve to the point where it's habit to, when you shoot someone, call out the damage that you did and what shields they have. It is very good to always be communicating what teams you see around you. If you know that there's a few teams left, being able to count, I know where this team is, I know where this team is, I know where this team is. So you know where maybe the last 4 teams are, including yourself. So that you can approach a fight in the proper way. So with that, you need to keep evolving. You need to keep communicating the damage you're doing. The shields, if you guys see a fight and you guys recognize that there's a knock on one team and you're like, wait, okay, and you need to communicate with your teammates, even if they're not talking, do your best to communicate. I see that there's a knock, we should push. If there's a team in front of you guys and you shoot at one guy and one guy has a purple, another guy has a blue, and the other guy has a red, and your team has a white, a blue, and a white, you should communicate to your teammate, hey, we have really bad loot. Like, we probably won't defeat this team because they just have an advantage, numbers and health-wise. So we should probably move away from that. Or if you push a fight and you can already hear the third party coming, tell your team to shield swap and just be ready for the fight. These evolution of your communication from just, I see a team, I see this player, there's this player, hey look, I did some damage there, maybe we should third party. Like, it needs to keep evolving to, that team has a white, a blue, and a purple. I think we have 3 purples, we should probably take this fight. Hey, that guy is split up, let's ape the guy on the left, because he's split up just enough to where all 3 of us can jump on him or all teams shoot him. And then now it's a 3v2. Or it's a 2v1 if we take this fight. Someone hold this house and me and my teammate are gonna go get this guy that split apart. Or hey, I know there's 2 teams that are fighting. I already saw that there's another team rotating in. We should probably just wait and sit in the back and wait till they fight and they get third party and then we fourth party. This is all little communication thing that help so much. There's so many times where even off of drop we get contested late, some team drops on us and me and my teammate can isolate one person, get him out of the game, and now it's a 3v2 and we're just in a better spot and it's free KP for us. A lot of times you can just get easy KP just with this communication. So try and get it into a habit of calling out shields, calling out the damage you're doing, being able to communicate where you guys want to go and how to third party, and also keep an ear out. And again, this helps when you are looting fast. You're always ready. You're ready to call out the third party. You're ready to just be prepared. And when you're more prepared, you're ready to go. You're going to be more aware to your surroundings, and you're not going to waste as much time dilly-dallying, fumbling, trying to get ammo and loot and stuff. You're going to be ready to go so you can focus on the game at hand, you know? And just be more prepared for that. So, evolve your communication. Put it all out there. So now, on to the final tip of this video, and what my most important takeaway for you guys is, and what this whole video has just been building to. So what I want you guys to do, and what I want you most importantly to take away from this is, I want you guys to win your 1v1s. That is the big skill that all of this encompasses. You guys, before you hit platinum, have to be confident that you can always win your 1v1s. Obviously it's not always going to happen, but I want you guys to have the necessary skills to always win your 1v1s. This is the one skill that's going to translate forever into everything, into every higher level game. Almost every fight can be maybe encapsulated into a 1v1. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes it is straight up 3v3. But sometimes you will be isolated with one guy from the other team. And whether you win or lose that one really dictates where the fight goes. Do your team get wiped, or do you guys get those 3 KP? You have to build all the skill from the gun recoil, controlling that and mastering that, to being able to loot quickly, to being able to shield swap, to having just the skill, the map knowledge, the ring knowledge, to calling out the proper information, your teammates knowing where you are, being able to play with cover, being able to play calmly and confidently. All those things come together into you winning your 1v1s. It is the most important skill before you get to platinum and diamond, because everyone in those levels is going to be extremely, and they're going to be very talented, they're going to be very good. If you can consistently win your 1v1s, you will consistently, whether you're in a pre-made squad or solo queuing, push your team to wins into a lot of RP consistently. Why? Because you're consistently doing a lot of entry damage. You're able to knock a player on your own, making it a 3v2. You're able to always put your team into that entry damage position to where you guys have the upper hand. You know, if you can do that consistently, you can carry your team, you can carry yourself, and you can feel just very confident that no matter, you know, whether you're with your squad, whether you're playing solo queue and ranked, you're always going to be carrying your own weight. You're able to win your 1v1, you're able to do that entry damage, and you're going to carry yourself. And that skill of winning your 1v1, which is its own skill, you think it just has to go with 3v3 fighting, but no. Winning consistently your 1v1s is such an important skill, which has to do with knowing the guns you like, knowing how to play with cover, knowing how to move, understanding the character that you have and what they can do. And also, while that, communicating to your teammates where you are, what's happening, because maybe they can also help in some form. But that is one of the most crucial things, and sometimes a whole match, how you do, comes down to one fight that you had. Surviving one fight, that one mistake, that one thing that you capitalize on, changes the complexity of a match. So that is the thing at the end of the day that I want you guys to focus on. Focus on the fighting. Focus on being better in that 1v1 scenario, because that'll lead to better things coming. And then with that, with this massive foundation that you guys have, in the next guide, the Platinum to Diamond guide, we can start building the analytical side. You guys now know how to fight. You guys now know how to take a third party. You guys know how to communicate. You guys know how to loot fast. You guys know what guns you like. You're good with the master of the recoil. Now we can move on to the other fun aspect of Apex, which is what makes it, I think, so addicting, is the whole like analytical strategic side. So keep it locked to the channel, because that will be coming next. That will be the Platinum to Diamond guide. So keep it locked to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed my little soliloquy about myself as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed these tips, and I hope they help you guys climb through gold and hit platinum as quick as you can. So you're ready for the next video. Keep it locked. Comment if there's any other tip that you missed, that I missed. I mean, if there's any other thing you guys want to see from the channel, or if there's just something that irks you about ranked that you kind of want to just vent in the comment section. So leave a comment there. Like I said, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next guide.